Well, Mosaic is a program that trains young clergy. Essentially what it's designed to do is to give 10 years of experience in 2 years. A really amazing opportunity for young pastors, new pastors, to enjoy all of the resources that GNJ has to offer while being oftentimes paired together and then sent out to one or two or more churches to serve as their pastors.
For me, coming into seminary knowing that I wanted to be a pastor, that was what I wanted to do, was so surprised to have an opportunity come across my path that gave seminarians, young as we were, the opportunity to literally pastor a church.
I remember being approached and Trey Wins called me, he told me about the ministry and I was very interested, and before I knew it, I'm getting a call saying I've been appointed to 2 churches. It happened so fast that it was so hard to process, but at the same time I was like, whoa, this is happening, and I was very excited.
Both churches also had concerns about having 2 students as their pastor. However, both churches welcomed us, supported and nurtured us in many ways.
Something I noticed was that a lot of seminary students would begin sentences with the phrase, why doesn't the church do something about this? Or the church does a really terrible job with that. And I don't know, one of the times it sort of struck me like, well, what are we doing about it? What am I doing about it? And so I think I joined in with Mosaic because I wanted to do something about it.
We had a small congregation of about maybe 12 or 13 people that would show up every Sunday. Since they've been here, we've grown. We have maybe 20 or so that are here on a week. Children's ministry used to have 2 children. We've grown to about 7 or 8 children now. They just have a great time with the kids. It's been great watching them.
He started a small group here, and he called it a slurry. So some of us were confused as to, well, what's a slurry? And he literally demonstrated what a slurry was. A slurry is almost like a sauce. You add water, a little cornstarch, you have to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that in order to make that sauce successful. And that's what we're trying to do with our group. You know, we all have our different thoughts and we try to come together to make our faith better and stronger. But he demonstrated, he was so enthusiastic that he actually made that slurry and demonstrated it. And we were all able to really understand where he was coming from.
One of the joys of co-pastoring is that you can share in the process of idea generation. You don't have to be the only one coming up with the ideas. Pastor Donald approached me with this idea that he wanted to buy a giraffe costume. Where are you going with this, is what I asked.
I remember one particular Sunday, Pastor Zach, was up in front of the pulpit, apologizing for, Pastor Don is going to be late. And then all of a sudden, here comes this big, tall fellow in a giraffe costume.
And then Donald, AKA Gerald the Generous Giraffe, turns around.
That's kind of what happened.
I mean, I had never, ever seen anything like this in a church. It was just so comical and humorous, but the message got across.
I'd say that since Gerald the Generous Giraffe has made an appearance, there has been an increase in generous hearts that are willing to give.
It was not easy and affordable being a full-time student and serving 2 churches. However, now we feel recharged and have grown incredibly in such a short amount of time.
A lot of times people say young people are the future of the church, but it starts now.
Even young pastors, given the opportunity, I think will rise to the occasion.
We're so thankful for the opportunity and for the support that the conference has lended to the Mosaic program, and I pray and hope that that continues.
I think one of the things that's great about Greater New Jersey is that we are rejoicing in developing young leaders. We are getting excited about saying, let's try some new things. And we might fail, but when we fail, we want to fail well. I really think that that's something we need to keep doing as we step into the next phase of life for the church in New Jersey and the church around the world.